This morning, in honor of Pride Month, we're taking a look at the history and evolution of the rainbow pride flag that we've all come to know. While the flag is now a celebrated symbol for the LGBTQ+ community, the full story behind its creation has remained largely untold. You know what? I asked everybody in the studio. There's a lot of smart people here, including Klaus, who's shooting me right now. None of us know the origin. Nobody knew the answer to this question. That's why we're very glad that Elise Preston sat down with one of the flag's creators who shared her personal story, reflected on how far this symbol has come.
For Lynn Segerblom, most mornings look like this.
These are rocks, too.
Each day treated like a blank canvas, and always starting off with a splash of color.
I want yellow.
Fitting for a woman who used to go by the nickname Rainbow.
So I had a driver's license that said Ferry Argyle Rainbow on it since 1976.
A simple fusion of colors transformed into something more powerful when Segerblom and friends crafted a piece of rainbow artwork that brought a storm of change to California in the summer of 1978.
I did work at the community center. I rented a room there to do my dyes in. It was only the second time there was a gay Freedom Day parade in San Francisco. And they're like, well, we got permission to use the flagpoles at Civic Center. Do you guys want to go down there and look at them, think of what we could do with the flagpoles? So we did. We went down, and of course, it gave me ideas.
The idea, she says, was a striped rainbow flag that soon became the symbol of the gay rights movement.
You could have created anything. Why those colors?
I really love color. And what is a rainbow besides a beautiful phenomena of light and color in nature? It's all the colors. It's the full spectrum.
But credit for the flag's creation has historically gone to Gilbert Baker.
Gilbert, myself, this is the Stars and Stripe flag.
A late friend and activist who Segerblom says helped sew and promote the flags. The problem, she says, is that he was just one of several contributors who should be collectively recognized.
How did it feel to not get that credit?
At the time, I didn't know I wasn't getting the credit, you know, and this was a labor of love for all of us. Nobody got paid. You're there because you want to be.
Yeah. Do you feel that the lack of inclusion of you had anything to do with your gender?
Maybe, but James McNamara got no credit, and he's the one that taught Gilbert Baker how to sew. He passed away from AIDS in the 90s.
I'm so sorry to hear about your friend.
It was hard to go through because it's your friends, it's your roommates, it's your hairdresser, it's your people that you meet on a Friday, and then they're sick and they're not going to get any better, and then they're gone.
That hurt turned into hope as rainbow flags helped wave in a new chapter in history, with additional colors and stripes added over the years to promote the diversity and inclusivity of the LGBTQ+ community.
We have a number of flags to represent different elements of our community.
The history of the gay rights movement is honored here by Tara Russell Slavin's team at the Los Angeles LGBT Center.
The overall sense, right, was that people were fighting for just basic equality. It was a time of people often living in the closet, not being able to be openly out. And for those who did, it took a lot of courage.
When the flag was created in 1978, how did it galvanize the movement?
I think it gave people a symbol or imagery to identify with the movement. And I think that is important when you're trying to create visibility, when you're trying to create acceptance.
Yet this symbol made out of love has been met with hate. GLAAD reports during Pride Month last year alone, there were at least 145 incidents of anti-LGBTQ hate documented nationwide. But at pride parades being held around the world this month, the rainbow flags still wave strong.
I love when I'm out and about and I see rainbow flags. I love it. I'm like, yes, please do it more.
An ode to the power some paint and a vision can have, even 46 years later. For CBS Mornings, Elise Preston in Los Angeles.
And now we know. I think it's such a beautiful symbol, too.
Yeah.
I like what she said. It represents the full spectrum. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Good history lesson.
I think so, too.